Hey everybody, this is Sonny Ahuja. In this video, I want to show you the importance of making sure that your website is crawlable. See, you may have many keyword targeted pages with relevant content. And the idea behind those pages and the content is that they rank high in search engines. But what's the point of having those pages if search engines cannot crawl those pages, if search engines cannot find those pages? If Google cannot find those pages, then Google will not be able to put those pages in its database, in its memory. And if it's not in its memory, then Google will not be able to show those pages to your prospects and future customers. So you should make sure that the website that you have, the pages on that website are crawlable by search engines. First thing first, what that means is the website should not have any coding issues. Now, this is technical. You may not understand this or how to fix this or even how to find any coding issues. And you may have to take help of your web guy, of your web developer, but it doesn't hurt for you to check with them if there are any coding issues with your website. You want to make sure the site looks good in desktop, laptop, iPads, iPhones, or any notebook for that matter, any cell phone. You want to make sure that you can reach all the pages, you can find all the pages, and so on. So you should be able to crawl through your entire website without any problems. Now, here's another thing I have mentioned several times before. You must sign up with a hosting provider that is reliable. You must sign up with a company that has a good track record. You don't want to be with a hosting company that has old servers, that has slow servers. You want to make sure that you are on a hosting plan where there's not too many websites on the same server. In other words, you don't want to sign up with the cheapest hosting solution out there. You want to get the best one. Now, that doesn't mean you sign up with a $200 a month hosting plan either, but not for $3 a month either. So you have to find the best plan that works for you, as long as it's not the cheapest way you're hosting your website. Because with a cheap hosting, here's what happened. One, it slows down your websites. Two, the site goes down often. You don't want hosting plan or a server where your site is down half of the time. You want to make sure your site is up 99.9% of the time, because when the site is down, search engines are not able to crawl it. And that goes against your search engine rankings. So you should make sure that you sign up with a hosting company that's reliable, has good hosting plans, and of course, good servers. Now, this is again very important. I have mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. You must sign up with Google Search Console. It's absolutely free, and it doesn't cost you anything. But the information it gives you about your website can really help you get ahead of your competition. See, Google Search Console will tell you if your site has any kinds of errors or issues, etc., and how Google sees your website. So with this, you will be able to get problems fixed with your website, especially problems related to crawling the website. And by the way, I do have a separate recording, a separate training under tools and resources on Google Search Console. Go and watch it, and then make sure you sign up with Google Search Console. You must also include an XML sitemap in your website. What a sitemap does is it tells search engines the entire structure of your website. It'll tell Google exactly all the pages that you have, all the blog posts that you have. So when you create a sitemap and you submit it using Google Search Console, then Google will be able to crawl and index every single page of your website. Now, going back to what I said before, if there are any issues or errors, Google will show you those issues, and then you can have your web guy work on them. Now, you should also be careful with your robots.txt file. What this does is it actually tells search engines which pages to crawl and which pages not to crawl. See, you may have hundreds and hundreds of pages on your website if you continue to add blog posts. Some of those blog posts will not be relevant. They may not have high search phrase or keyword value in them. So you can block those pages from being indexed by search engines. But while you only have a few pages on your website, you don't need to do this on every single page or any page for that matter. But you want to make sure that this file, this particular script, is done the right way. And last but not the least, you must make sure that your website does not have any broken links. See, a broken link gives a bad user experience. Let's say if there's someone on your website, you have a visitor, maybe your prospect, and that person clicks on a link, but it doesn't take them to the page that he wants to go visit. Well, that doesn't look good. And same thing with search engines, they don't like broken links either. This will reduce your search engine rankings. Broken links will reduce your search engine rankings. So you must make sure your site has no broken links. Now, in order to find broken links, you can go to brokenlinkcheck.com and you can find broken links there on your website. So what you do, it's a free tool. So you just add your website here and let this run for a while. It'll give you any broken links that it finds. You can also find broken links in your Google Analytics, but this is an easier way to do it. And there are some other tools out also on the internet where you can check your website for broken links. I will have those in the tools and resources section. You should be able to see those as well. But whether you use Google Analytics or any of the other tools on internet, you want to make sure that your website has no broken links whatsoever. So please work on these strategies that I shared with you in this video. You want to make sure your site is crawlable. You want to make sure that search engines can crawl your website without any problem. And you should make sure that users on your website, the visitors that you get on your website, should also be able to reach every single page without any issues. And I will now see you in the next video.